Season continues here in Group D with PAOK hosting JDA Dijon of France. Two sides who have had pretty contrasting campaigns so far. PAOK currently sitting bottom of the group, 4 and 6, whereas Dijon sitting pretty at the top with a 7-3 record so far. Obviously getting pretty close to the end of the regular season as we just have a look at the games. Good win for Besiktas already. Also, Telecom Basket's Bonn against Falco, and also Zaragoza taking on Neptunus Klaipeda. That's tipping off in, well, just about an hour and a half's time, the bottom two matches there. A comfortable win, as I said, already for Besiktas in this group. And it's a group that's pretty tight, really. Even though PAOK are bottom of the group, they still have a chance of qualifying. As we just have a look at the Group D standings, you can see there PAOK 4 and 6, but Besiktas there, who currently occupy the final playoff position in 4th spot, they're only 5 and 6, so a victory here this evening for PAOK would actually see them go level with Besiktas, so still plenty to play for them. And even if Dijon win tonight, it definitely wouldn't guarantee them a spot in the playoffs. However, it would put them pretty close. So they know that even though they cannot guarantee a playoff position this evening, they can almost do so. As we just have a look at the two rosters, first of all for Dijon, well, David Holston has been superb in all areas of the court in the Basketball Champions League. In fact, he's the only player in the league to average at least 12 points, 6 assists and 2 steals. And with both him and Axel Julien, they have 2 of the top 6 assisters in the league this season, with 7.3 and 6 per game, respectively. Other names to look out for Dijon, the likes of Rashid Suleiman, who's leading the way offensively, 14.1 points per game for him. As we have a look at the PAOK roster, and, well, they've been reliant on the man right at the top there, the brilliant Adam Smith. He's been averaging 18.5 points per game, and in fact he's scored exactly 31 points in each of the last 2 home games, and is averaging 27 points per game in his last 4 home games in the league. So Dijon will no doubt have drawn up fairly extensive plans to try and guard him. And Adam Smith, well, he's been ably supported with the likes of Best Wiggins and Lewis, all averaging in double digits points per game. And Zane Knowles has been the leading rebounder for PAOK with 6.4 a game. So those are a few names just to look out for here this evening. There is Axel Julien, you can just see there. So deadly with the ball in his hands, averaging 6 assists a game. Just hear the boos ring out around the PAOK Sports Arena as the Dijon players are introduced to the crowd. Well, these two sides last met back on game day 4 in France, and Dijon came through, but it was a pretty tight game. Dijon winning 81 points to 76 in the end. But it was really the first month of the regular season that set the ball rolling for both PAOK and Dijon's respective seasons, as that defeat against Dijon back on game day 4 was PAOK's 4th consecutive defeat to start off their Basketball Champions League campaign. Whereas on the other hand, it was Dijon's 4th consecutive victory. So no surprise really that Dijon are top of the group and PAOK towards the bottom. As the home side now introduced to their crowd, really need to just try and get a bit of confidence back. Obviously they had the little break over the Christmas and New Year period. It allowed them to reset, regroup, and actually after the break they came back with a good win, a good on-the-road win against Neptunus Klaipeda, 86 points to 80 last week. And Dijon also came back with a nice away win as well. 93 points to 88. But we are getting towards crunch time, aren't we? Just 3 more weeks after this, so then the playoffs obviously begin in early March. So we're just a couple of minutes away from getting this one underway. There is Suleiman, who's going to be important today. Crowd will just begin to fill up, you'd hope, over the next 5-10 minutes or so. Always play such a big part, the crowd in these Basketball Champions League games, because of the times they're played. It does allow plenty of fans to come in and watch just after work or school and come down and watch some high-quality basketball on a Tuesday or Wednesday evening. Here are the officials then. Zuripovic, Ademir, Vulic, Martin and Hrusa Peta from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia and the Czech Republic, respectively. When you look at the stats with these two teams, I mean, almost every stat points in favour of Dijon. They've got a better 2-point field goal percentage, a better 3-point field goal percentage. They're better from the free throw line. They're getting more steals a game, more assists a game. Really, the only stat in which PAOK are ahead of their opponents today are on the rebounds, slightly more rebounds per game averaging. Here's the starting 5. They go Suleiman, Kolvitis, Ulmer, Chasang and Julian. So pretty strong starting 5 for the visiting side. And there is their coach, Lauren Linham. 42 years of age now, has been with Dijon since 2015. Kostas Charalabidis is the head coach for PAOK. And here is the PAOK starting 5. Adam Smith, their main man. They go with Shizaz, Sochlas, Wiggins and the big man Zane Knowles, who's going to be important on the glass today. And there he is, Kostas. Well, PAOK have won only 2 of their last 7 home games in the Basketball Champions League, after actually winning 9 of their first 10 games at home in this competition. So the wheels really have fallen off in recent times. Desperately looking to try and get back and get the feel-good factor back in the group. But they are up against a confident team this evening in Dijon. Get the impression that it's going to be vital for PAOK to start well here. If Dijon can come quickly out of the blocks, and that may well just be enough to frustrate PAOK enough. Yeah, good to see some of the young kids in as well. There is Zay Knowles. Dijon shooting 55.4% from two-point range and just under 40% from beyond the arc. Here we go then, game day 11 of the Basketball Champions League. It is PAOK against Dijon. Certainly you'd say this game much more important for the home side than the away. Currently sitting bottom of the group, but a chance to really make up some ground with a win here this evening. That's a really nice pass and just couldn't quite make the two. There is Sochlas. Nice pass with the shot clock counting down to 4. Comes up way short with the 3. And the 3 is a little long down the other end of the floor. The rebound is brought under by Adam Smith. This is the man they want to try and get going early on. Fadeaway 2 is no good. The offensive rebound is put back. And Antoine Wiggins is the man who makes the first points of the game. Nice start for the home side. Thought about taking on the long jumper. Axel Julian. Foul goes on Sochlas. Thrown it away, so cheap turnover from Dijon. Sochlas. Now Adam Smith. Adam Smith for 3. Nothing but string for Adam Smith, who is off and running early on here. Just what PAOK wants. Said he scored 31 points in his last 2 games. That's 31 points each game, not combined. They look to try and respond with the 3 of their own, which they do. Lamont Ulmer, the man knocking it down. So nice positive start from both sides. Sochlas again. Sochlas pops it off. Oh, nice finish as well from the stripe. Antoine Wiggins has started quickly. Another 3 goes up. Too much on it. Smith with the rebound. Sochlas. Back to Adam Smith. Going to work. That's great defense to win possession back. And now good ball movement as well. Back out to the corner. He's already made 1 3 from this position. Instead, kicks it back outside. Great ball movement this, and it ends with the 3. It's a beautiful team play from Dijon. It's Kolvitis who eventually knocks down the 3. Dijon's second 3 of the game. Turns, difficult shot, but drew the foul. Foul goes on Alexandre Chassang. Looks back, throws to two, makes it. So Suleiman, who leads the side on the offensive ends with his first points of the game. Turns, left-hand jump hook is nice. Really good shot from Antoine Wiggins, who started brilliantly here. 7 points for him, 1 rebound, 3 for 3 so far. Completely open three at the top of the key, knocks it down. Alexandra Chassang is off and running. The 3-point shot so far, Dijon, has been very impressive indeed as another one goes down. Sochlas, nice bounce pass from him. Oh, beautiful. Little step and then the one-handed flush. Zarakopoulos, the man who throws it down. Now the three is often away again, but it's tipped back in. Chassang was on hand, and Dijon take the lead. There's Adam Smith again, a man that only signed back in the summer of last year. Smith, good aggression from him. Smith gets it back, tries to use the glass, can't get it in, but good work from Zarakopoulos on the offensive rebound. Sochlas for three, count it. Well, he's seen plenty of the ball in the early stages, has Sochlas. 3 assists and now 3 points. Is Axel Julian. Throws it back outside. Shot clock is counting down here. Someone's got to get the shot away. Instead, the whistle goes. It's Julian again. It's a nice pass back behind the back, and Chassang goes in, and it's put back in from Abdoulaye Loum. Thought about the three, the little up fake. Now the three does go, and one, and a chance for a 4-point play. Aaron Best with his very best. Look at this, first of all, the little up fake there to send one defender, and then the next one just couldn't close him out quick enough. Knocks down the three, and then draws the foul as well. So Best looking to try and convert this 4-point play. Extra pass out, the three from a long way out. Just comes up short. And now a three again from a long way out. Again, nowhere near. David Holston, the man on the floor now for Dijon, their key man. To Chicago State University. Second spell here at Dijon. He was here between 2015 and 2017. Nice pass and easy two. And then Holston joined again back in 2018, and Wiggins just continues his fast start here. He's up to 9 points. Have a little look here. Looks as though he's going to go himself, and then last second just pops it off. Easy finish, and a timeout has been called by Dijon. So it's PAOK who lead by 5 with just over 3 minutes to go in this opening quarter. It's been a really quick start, especially from Antoine Wiggins, who is 4 for 4 from the field. He's got 9 points. The perimeter defense, this from PAOK. Here is Abdoulaye Loum. Difficult shot, throws up an air ball. Good defensive possession, though, from the home side. Shorter throws one up and gets the roll. And Shannon Shorter gets his first points of the game. The lead is now 7. Just beginning to grow. Here is Holston. No whistle is called. Play on. Oh, he goes up, but has it blocked. Big defense from the home side again, who have started well on both ends of the floor here. And here's Shannon Shorter, fresh off that jump shot that he made. Now Bobby Brown. Antoine Wiggins can't miss, eventually does. Now a hustle as the ball is on the floor. So PAOK will keep possession. Did well just to make sure that he stayed in bounds. The shot clock's counting down here to 3. It's a nice bounce pass. Someone's just got to get the shot away, which he does. Turns, can't make the 2-point shot. Rebound by Rashid Suleiman. Throws it back outside. Holston with time to weigh up that 3. Comes up short. Another miss from Dijon. Another chance for PAOK to keep extending this advantage. Here's Bobby Brown. Now Shannon Shorter. Shorter, that's a good pass. Back out to Bobby Brown. Screen was set. Can't knock down the 3 from quite a long way out. 24 seconds expired anyway. Now the fast break down the other end of the floor. And the foul is called on Bobby Brown. So Brown picks up his first. Boos again ring out. Crowd trying to make this as hostile an atmosphere as they possibly can, but it doesn't bother Richard Solomon, who knocks down the 3 and brings the lead back to 4. Solomon off and running today. Here goes Aaron Best. Best had it stripped off him. Good defense from Dijon there. One possession back. Richard Solomon heavily involved after knocking down the three. Picks up his first steal of the game as well. So about 2 and a bit seconds between shot and the game clock here. Looking to slow it right down, David Holston. Holston calling for some support. Holston, I think, pops it off. Now the three goes up, the three goes down, and all of a sudden it is just a 1-point game. It's a really good end to that opening quarter from Dijon, who at one stage trailed by 7. But that three right at the end from Jérémy Leloup means at the end of one, it's PAOK 22, Dijon 21. %60% from 2-point range for PAOK. Both sides shooting the three pretty well. Dijon 5 for 10 so far today. Just that 2-point percentage Dijon would quite like to improve so far. And here's a look at some of the first quarter highlights. So second quarter just about to get underway. It's been a nice start for PAOK, but just the final 60 seconds or so of that first quarter just allowed Dijon to escape by just a single point, really. 22 points to 21. That's a lovely pass underneath and throws it down with venom. Sarakopoulos is up to 4, 2 for 3 from the field to go alongside his 4 rebounds as well. Just get Sarakopoulos in the low post and just let him go to work today. So difficult to stop. Throws it back outside. Now comes back inside, and a nice finish from Axel Julien. His first points of the game. 2 assists for him, averaging 6 assists a game in the Basketball Champions League this season. Oh, get out of here. Big block from Richard Solomon. And Jérémy Leloup hit that 3 right before the buzzer in the opening quarter. Good ball movement again, and an easy 2. Pretty poor transitional defense, that from Dijon. So Schilder up to 4. Still just a 1-possession game. Axel Julien throws up the alley-oop. Just couldn't quite get hold of it, and now the fast break's on again here for PAOK. Back out to Bobby Brown. Brown comes inside and makes the easiest of twos. Good work from the home side. Bobby Brown with his first points of the game. So good defense again, but an even better finish. High up on the glass, under pressure there, and still got it to go. Tension's just beginning to build out there. So technical foul has been called on Laurent Linam. And you can see what he makes of that. Not happy at all with the call. So the lead is 4. PAOK back in possession. Bobby Brown, nice pass, throws it back outside, extra pass. Good ball movement from PAOK, comes inside, can't make the finish in a lot of traffic, and eventually defensive rebound is brought down from Richard Solomon. Back outside, now Solomon lining up the three and making the three. Richard Solomon makes his second three of the game. And once again, the lead is back down to just 1. 2 for 2 from beyond the arc so far today for Richard Solomon. Shannon Shorter now. Well, he's called. The first from the line. Good work from Shannon Shorter. Only his second game for PAOK in the Basketball Champions League for Shannon Shorter. Career that's taken him all over the world. Throws it back out. Oh, Solomon was lining up another three. Hasn't missed from the outside yet. Dangerous ploy from PAOK just to keep allowing him that open three. So Jeremy Leloup has been called on the technical now. Bobby Brown missing from the stripe on this occasion. Just got to try and watch their discipline though here, Dijon, because that's one technical foul for the coach and now one for Jeremy Leloup as well. Is Holston. Holston throws it up, comes up short with the three. Still yet to score today, David Holston. And Shannon Shorter. Shorter, nice pass. Magritis throws it out. Comes back in, that's strong defense. The shot clock is counting down, and all of a sudden the runway opens, and a big block to deny him. And now the fast break down the other end of the floor, and have some of that, says Richard Solomon. who throws it down with authority. But first of all, this massive block. I think they wanted a foul called there. He couldn't quite believe that no call came. Then it looked like Shorter was going to dunk all over him. But Abdullah Loom had other ideas. And then down the other end of the floor, Richard Solomon with the highlight play, and a timeout is called from the home side.
Adam, go for it. Good job. We have to rotate. Let's go. Hey, we play set. Bobby. Oh, you are under the basket. You are coming high. Vangelis, send the screen. And immediately try to see this pass if you have. Otherwise, pass back to Bobby. Second screen. Okay. Hey, no, opposite. The big's opposite. First man, the 5 men. Pass back. Second creation. Okay, with Vangelis. With you. Okay. Let's go. Foul to give.
So just under 6.5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Fiercely contested so far this game. Tell how much is on the line for both of these sides, but it's PAOK who lead once again by the slenderest of margins. Is Adam Smith. Seen a huge amount of Smith. He's turned it over as Margaritis. Now Axel Julien throws it back outside to Richard Solomon. A lesson not to allow him to have that open three. He's already made 2. Outside, just trying to make it as hostile an atmosphere as possible. More boos ring out around the PAOK arena as another one is thrown down, this time two-handed from Richard Solomon, and Solomon is all aboard the highlights today, isn't he? He's made a couple of threes, a couple of big dunks now, and he's up to 10 points personal. Brown thought about the long three, decided against it. Now the three from the corner. Can't get it to go. Axel Julien with his first rebound of the game. And now the alley-oop, and it's thrown down again, this time by Abdullah Loom. And Dijon are really turning on the style here. Loom is up to 4 points. Dijon have their biggest lead so far, which is 3, looking to try and reduce that, which they do, as the 3 goes down from Adam Smith. Is that the start of a bit of a rampage from Adam Smith, as we're so used to seeing, especially in this sports hall? Abdullah Loom again, the right-hand jump hook shot is good. Loom up to 6, Dijon lead again. Looking to make another 3, can't get it to go, but the offensive rebound by Sarakopoulos. Sarakopoulos has 6 rebounds to his name now, stepped out of bounds though, and Dijon will get possession back here. Another alley-oop here, Axel Julien. Chess drives inside, offensive rebound, and he was fouled on his way up, Zane Knowles. Zane Knowles, who's not played a huge amount of minutes so far today, just about 4 minutes or so. Good work here from the big man. This was the alley-oop that we saw earlier on that was thrown down by Abdoulaye Loon. So Knowles heads to the line. What a prolific free throw shooter, Zane Knowles, just above 50% from the foul line. It's 1 from 2. It's Julian, nice pass behind the back, and the mid-range jumper is knocked down from Alexandre Chassang. Another one who's had a pretty good start to this game. Up to 7 points now is Chassang, 3 for 4 from the field. Back outside, the three is on the way, and it's good from Apollon Sochlas. Sochlas is up to 6, his second make from beyond the arc. And we're all tied up again, 38 points each. Another mid-range jumper goes up, another one goes down. Both sides finding themselves in a nice rhythm at the moment on the offensive end. Knowles, who just helped it on, but couldn't get it to go. Last touch was off Adam Smith, I believe, so Dijon will keep it, still with 19 seconds on the clock. David Holston, another one, round the back, and another jumper made from Alexandre Chassang. Really got the hot hand today, does Chassang. Double digits now, 4 for 5 from the field. Sochlas now, as Dijon's lead is up to 4. Adam Smith into Knowles, no good, and a strong defensive rebound by Lamonte Ulmer. Reach around foul from Zane Knowles. Picks up his first. David Holston throws it back outside. Chassang again thought about throwing it up, decided against it. The three is off target. Rebound brought in by Antoine Wiggins. It's Adam Smith. Smith steps back, shoots the three, and you know the rest when Adam Smith throws the ball up. Smith just beginning to purr. He's up to 9. The lead is back down to 1. Foul is called. PAOK find themselves in the penalty, so a trip to the foul line here for Alexandre Chassang. Looked like he can't miss in open play, but this is his first from the stripe. And this is his second as well. Bit of a let-off there for PAOK, and now the opportunity for the home side to retake the lead. There's been plenty of lead changes in this game. 5 lead changes, biggest lead for PAOK 7, biggest lead for Dijon 4 as the 3 goes up from the corner, difficult shot. Now the 3 down the other end of the floor from David Holston, can't get it to go. Chance for a 2 for 1 if they were quick here, PAOK. It's nice ball movement, no, leads to the open 3, comes up short. Rebound by Ulmer. Although David Holston can just tick down the final few seconds to try and give Dijon the last possession of the first half. Holston, it's a lovely pass into Alexandre Chassang, and Chassang makes the layup, and that will be that for the first half. It's an opening half that swung one way and swung the other. Alexandre Chassang has been magnificent for Dijon, 13.6 for 7 from the field for him. But at half-time, it's PAOK 41, Dijon 44. Well, Dijon, I mean, you can see how prolific they have been from two-point range. 68%, 13 for 19 from two-point range. Both sides shooting the 3 pretty well, above 40%. PAOK out-rebounding Dijon. That was the only area that they were actually ahead, really, of Dijon coming into this game in terms of the stats. A few more assists, a few more steals for the visiting side. It's Chassang and Solomon, who both are in double digits for Dijon. Adam Smith was just beginning to get going at the end of that first half, and Antoine Wiggins has had a nice first half as well, with 9 points, 4 for 6 from the field for him. I will leave you with the first half highlights. Make sure you're back in just about 10 minutes or so when the second half will get underway.
Ο φίλος του ΠΑΟΚ θα βαρύσει από το κέντρο του γηπέδου για 100 ευρώ. Θυμίζουμε ότι στο προηγούμενο αγώνα είχαμε δώσει 300 ευρώ step sport. Εξτόχησε το κέντρο του φίλος. Οπότε σήμερα βαράμε για 100 ευρώ πρόσφορα τη step sport. Σε περίπτωση που δεν ευστοχίσει ο φίλος μας, το ποσό θα προστοχεί στον επόμενο εντός ενός αγώνα το Σάββατο με τον Ιωνικό Νικαίας. Λοιπόν, ένα χέρι πρώτο να παρατάξει το παλικάρι. Δυνατό, έτσι. Όποτε είσαι έτοιμος, το κάνεις. 1, 2, 4. Ένα χειροκρότημα για την προσπάθεια. Τα 100 ευρώ προσθέτονται στον επόμενο τόσο έντρας παιχνίδι του ΠΑΟΚ το Σάββατο εναντίον του Ιωνικού Νικαίας. Οι άλλοι 3 φίλοι του ΠΑΟΚ κερδίσαν από ένα δωρεάν εισιτήριο για το συγκεκριμένο αγώνα. Step sport σε κάθε τόσο έντρας παιχνίδι του Μεγάλου ΠΑΟΚ. PAOK Store, επισκεφτείτε την του PAOK, κεντρική σύνοδος VIP, όλα τα είδη της αγαπημένης μας ομάδας είναι να τις απόψεις του άλλου. PAOK Store, η μπουντίκ του Μεγάλου ΠΑΟΚ, κεντρική σύνοδος VIP.
turned over as just quicker. Oh, he just throws it down. The steal and the throwdown, quickness. And he's not taking any prisoners on this one.
Dalton hands it off. Check. Oh, and the big finish by Hankins. Bali makes it in. Unbelievable. Only a player like Brasino can make a shot like that.
Zumon has it. Ulmer steps through. Well, the end product was too easy. Great decision. Barrera lines it up in transition again. Is off. Defensive rebound. Nope. Oh, what a pass.
Lovely back door, and the finish from Simpson. Oh, alley-oop jam for Nick Johnson. What vision from Weigl. Cameron Taylor. He goes right inside for the throwdown. Big time move by a big time player.
Two-on-one, three-on-one break. Oh, what a block. Oh, what a block by Shorter. This is the play of the game.
Φίλες και φίλοι του ΠΑΟΚ, αυτός στο κέντρο του γηπέδου είναι ο φίλος μας Βασίλης Βακαλόπουλος. Εδώ και πολλά χρόνια κάτοχος της κυρίου Διαγνίας και με μόνιμη θέση εδώ στο δεύτερο σπίτι στο Παλατάκι. Ήταν ένας από τους 10 φιλάθλους που βρέθηκαν στο πλευρό της ομάδας μπάσκετ πριν από μια εβδομάδα στην Λιθουανία, στην εξωτική Κλαϊπέδα. Ήταν ο μοναδικός που ταξίδεσε από τη Θεσσαλονίκη στην εξωτική Κλαϊπέδα. Έκανε δηλαδή περισσότερο από 2.000 χιλιόμετρα για να δει την αγαπημένη μας ομάδα μόνος του. Μια ελάχιστη αναγνώριση της αποσιώσης του Ιστόκαου είναι μια μπάλα με τις υπογραφές όλης της ομάδας, την οποία του έχει παραδώσει ο Μάτσης Στεφόπουλος. Βασίλης Βακαλόπουλος λοιπόν, πολλά χιλιόμετρα.
So welcome back everyone to the PAOK Arena. It is the Basketball Champions League game day 11. And well, we have bottom of Group D, PAOK taking on top of Group D, Dijon. But it is pretty tightly contested as this group. PAOK can actually go level with Besiktas, who currently occupy the final playoff position if they win here this evening. And Dijon, even though they are top of the group, even a win here wouldn't absolutely guarantee their spot in the playoffs that begin in, well, just under 2 months from now. We've still got 3 more game days in the Basketball Champions League, 14 game days in total. And at the half-time break, it is Dijon who have the lead, but it is a very slender one, 44 points to 41 so far in this game. There's been plenty of lead changes. Neither side has really got away from the other too much. PAOK's biggest lead so far, 7, whereas Dijon's biggest lead is just 4. We've had 5 lead changes. PAOK will be pretty happy with the way that they actually played in that first half. Whilst I've got a second, it's another reminder to download the Basketball Champions League app, of course, that I'm sure most of you already have by now. But it is a very handy way just to keep up to date with everything that's going on in the Basketball Champions League. You get updates and any live news that's breaking, highlights, everything you could possibly want to guide you through the rest of this season's Basketball Champions League campaign. So the second half up and running then. It's Dijon who start us off. Here is David Holston, yet to score today, David Holston. Alexandre Chassang, the Dijon number 22, who was really the key man for Dijon in that first half. He's got 13 points. He was 6 for 8 from the field in the opening half. He really was magnificent, so they'll be hoping that he can keep that going. No Adam Smith on the floor early on in this third quarter. Shannon Shorter. Shot clock is down to 2. Shorter in the end just had to throw up a pretty awkward looking shot. Couldn't get it to go, so it's a nice opening possession from Dijon. Now David Holston looking to try and get himself going. And David Holston, well, it hasn't taken him long, has it, to come flying out of the blocks in this third quarter. His first points are made with a 3-point shot. It gives Dijon their biggest lead of the game so far, which is 6. Shorter turns it over, not a good start for PAOK in the second half, and now the fast break is up down the floor, and it's put in by Lamonte Ulmer. Good running from him, and a great start for Dijon, opening minute or so in this third quarter, and they've extended their lead to 8. Foul is called on David Holston. 5 assists, 4 rebounds for Holston. So he still had a pretty good opening half. Another turnover for PAOK. This has been a really sloppy start here, and Ulmer now lining up the 3. Can they compound the misery? Yes, they can. Well, this has been brilliant from Dijon, but pretty woeful from PAOK. Another turnover that leads to another 3-pointer from Dijon. Lamonte Ulmer, after just making the dunk the play beforehand, now makes the 3. And unsurprisingly, PAOK called timeout.
You need 10 dribbles to make here, to make off-balance shot. To make 10 dribbles to make an off-balance shot. Okay. Force move for Vangelis with Bobby. Force move. Okay. This is flash. If he passes the ball, flash inside here. Let's go.
Let's go. Zero fouls, guys.
Well, PAOK need to try and get started in this second half, and they need to do so sooner rather than later, because after trailing by just 1 point, they now trail by 11. Important that they try and start with a make here. Best lining up the 3, off target. Just about keeps it in bounds. Back out to Adam Smith. Smith is even off target. It's another miss. And it's another make down the other end of the floor, and it's another make from Lamonte Ulmer, who is 3 for 3 from the field. 7 of his points coming in this second half. At Dijon, 14 fast break points. David Holston now. Three-point shot is just off target. Just a reminder that PAOK have won only 2 of their last 7 home games in the Basketball Champions League. That was after winning 9 of their first 10 games at home in this competition. Dijon have scored more than 90 points in 3 of their last 4 games as well. At the moment, it looks as though they could well be heading to another 90-plus total right now. Is Smith. Venakopoulos throws it outside. The 3-point shot is on its way. No good. Ulmer this time with the rebound. He's everywhere, Ulmer, although this time he's turned it over. But great defense from Ulmer. Just did enough to put him off as he tried to throw up the layup. So the lead stays at 13. So Margaritis called on his first foul. David Holston drives to the baseline, throws it back outside. The 3-point shot is up, but no good. Holston, though, tips it back to his teammate who throws down the jumper. And Dijon's amazing start to this second half continues, as it does for Lamonte Ulmer. It's a 12-0 run to start off this third quarter for the team that topped Group D. When they play like this, it's easy to understand why they find themselves at the top of the group. Catches his own rebound, throws it back out. Here's Adam Smith now. Foul is called. Adam Smith makes the 2. Will head to the line for a 3-point play. And they need plenty more of this. Smith does convert on the 3-point play. It's Holston. Holston drives the baseline, kicks it back out to Ulmer. Ulmer draws the foul. Well, Holston could have actually just thrown up the layup there. So Shichez pulled on his 3rd foul. Holston. Shot clock is down to 3. Holston, this will be a long 2 if it goes. This comes up short, so finally a miss from Dijon. Now can PAOK capitalise down the other end of the floor. Zay Knowles. Knowles with the bounce pass. Throws it up, gets it to go. All of a sudden they've began making a few shots now. The 3-point play from Adam Smith is now assisted from the 2 from Antoine Wiggins. Wiggins up to 11 points personal now. And Suleiman is off the mark. Lead is 10. They could just have a good end to this third quarter. They are still very much in touch here, PAOK. Smith thought he'd lost it, but foul is called. Foul goes on Alexandre Chassaing. Going to go straight through the middle of them. Chassang and Ulmer. Goes up, can't get it though. Chassang with the rebound. Second rebound for him to go with his 13 points. Another foul is called, this time on Soklas. His third. Jumper is good. Well, I'll tell you what, he's made that shot time and time again today, Alexandre Chassang. And that's about his third shot that he's made from almost the identical position. Looks in such a beautiful rhythm. Smith throws it away, and now the fast break is on. Down the other end of the floor, it's Rashid Suleiman. Oh, get out of here. Look at that. Transitional defense and the block. That is a big-time play. Now Adam Smith. Foul goes on Rashid Suleiman. Dijon didn't have any more fouls to give. The block that we just saw a second ago. So Stavros Chizas heads to the line, shoot two. Makes them both. Brings it back to a 10-point game. Can they just get a few stops now, PAOK, towards the back end of this third quarter? Jeremy Leloup. Now Axel Julien, another 6 assists for Julien. Oh, the reverse layup, that's beautiful from Axel Julien. Now 6 points to go with his 6 assists so far. Good pass from him. Another foul is called. Jeremy Leloup this time. Plenty of experience with Jeremy Leloup, 32 years of age now, turns 33 in just over 2 weeks' time. He's played in this competition plenty of times over the years. He's been with the likes of Dijon and Strasbourg. Second spell with Dijon, spent 3 years here between 2010 and 2013 before heading to Strasbourg. 5 years there, winning the French Cup a couple of times. Again, the lead is back down to 10. Dijon have missed as well, so a chance to make it a single-digit game once again here. And they've turned it over, though. So foul goes on Antoine Wiggins. Abdoulaye Loum. Axel Julien. Julien throws it out to the corner, comes inside, can't get it to go, or should have put it back but didn't. First mistake, really, that Lamonte Olmer has made in this third quarter. Kicks it back out, turns down the three, throws it back outside, though. Now the three is on the way from Apollon Sochlas, who knocks it down. And the lead is back down to 7. It is very manageable right now for PAOK. At one stage, it looked like his game was really getting away from them, and fast. And now he is called on the travel, so Dijon will turn it over again. The lead went to as much as 15 in the early stage of this third quarter. Try and get it up, and does. He had blue shirts all around him, but Antoine Wiggins makes the layup, and that lead has really vanished here for Dijon. It is just a 5-point game now, and a timeout is called. No stupid fouls, the message from coach. Tell you what, I think PAOK will be pretty happy actually with life right now after such a sloppy start to this quarter. The way that they fought back has been admirable. Drives in, can't get the 2 to go. They've got the miss, they've got the rebound. But they will give it straight back to Dijon. That's sloppy from Zane Knowles with the offensive foul. It's David Holston. Holston out to the corner, open three. And shooting has just deserted them for the time being. Chance to get it back to just a one-possession game. Pops it off, throws it up, gets the 2 and 1. And a chance for a three-point play for Zane Knowles. And a chance to get this lead back to just 2. It's a cliche, but it really has been a quarter of 2 halves, hasn't it? First 5 minutes well and truly belong to Dijon. Second 5 minutes, PAOK have come back flying. A 10-0 run for PAOK. Remember, it was a 12-0 run for Dijon to start this quarter. Axel Julien now. Julien drives in, no good. It's another miss. The crowd have well and truly found their voice, haven't they now? to level it up, which they do. Absolutely remarkable third quarter of basketball here. After trailing by 15 in the early stage of the third, they now are back level. They're actually outscoring Dijon, 19 points to 16. Another miss and a chance for PAOK to perhaps take a surprise lead. Now they've given it straight back to them. Couldn't make the two, and now there's 2 seconds to try and advance the ball down the floor. This is not going to count. The buzzer has gone. But what a bizarre quarter of basketball that was. Dijon came flying out of the traps. They went on a 12-0 run. But what an end it was for PAOK. And at the end of 3, it's PAOK 60, Dijon 60. This does not look very good at all. A little worrying, actually. He's having to have his head supported. They're putting him in the recovery position. He looks completely out for the count here. Well, let's hope that he's okay. Let's have a look. I'm not entirely sure how this happened. It's fairly innocuous, didn't it? But I think the good news is that he has regained consciousness by the looks of things. He's still not in a good way. Well, this is pretty horrible scenes. No one likes to see this. So we are just going to have a bit of a delay here before the fourth quarter gets started, just whilst he does get some treatment. Obviously, we've got to try and make sure that he's okay. Get him off the court safely. See the reaction of the other players. Very slowly got to his feet, but that's something. The fact that he's actually able to walk off here suggests that it's hopefully not quite as serious as we first thought there. We certainly hope that Stavros Chisas gets better very, very soon, and it's not as serious as we initially thought it was. Just have a look at the stats from that third quarter. Both sides shooting the two pretty much identically, and the three-point shot as well. Dijon really have struggled to get to the foul line, though, in this game. Just 2 visits so far. They've missed them both. I must just apologise as well before this fourth quarter gets started for any untoward language that you might have heard from the crowd. See one chap especially getting quite vocal, a little too close to the microphones as Dijon start off the final quarter with a three. It's Rashid Suleiman who knocks it down. And what is this fourth quarter going to bring? In fact, it was a two. Foot must have just been on the line. Visiting side will be absolutely furious with the way that they just lost their concentration, lost their focus after such a good start to the third quarter, going 15 points up and then just allowing PAOK all the way back into the game. This comes up short. Defensive rebounds. Dijon looking to start the fourth quarter just as quickly as they did the third. Holston. Now Rashid Suleiman. That's a lovely bounce pass, although it's been stolen. And now the fast break is on for PAOK. The three is up from Adam Smith. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, though. Good work on the fast break from the home side. Shannon Shorter. Shot clock is counting down. Had to just throw up a pretty ambitious attempt in the end. Good defensive possession from Dijon there. Holston now. Abdullah Loom. Rashid Suleiman. Out to the corner, just deciding to shoot the three. No good. Rebound by Zane Knowles. Bobby Brown throws it back out to Smith. Smith, this will be a long two, which it is. PAOK level the game up once again. Smith up to 14. Seems to have had a pretty quiet game, but he's still 14 points. 5 for 12 from the field to go with his 3 rebounds. Delilou. And Jeremy Lelou. Another 14-second reset here. David Holston. Now Rashid Suleiman. Suleiman throws it up. He thought he'd missed it. He was charging in to try and catch his own rebound, but got the 2 to go. So Rashid Suleiman just beginning to catch fire. Back-to-back buckets for him. Lelou called on his 4th foul, so no surprise that he heads to the bench. There's Adam Smith again. Smith throws it up. He was fouled as well. Would have been the chance of a 4-point play, but he will head to the stripe and shoot 3 free throws here. And he is a very prolific free throw shooter as well. He is averaging 91.2% from the foul line in the Basketball Champions League so far this season. So he is not a man that you want to send to the stripe. Making his Basketball Champions League return with the Greek team after he last played in this competition with Ilan Shalon all the way back during the 2017-2018 campaign is Adam Smith. No surprise that Smith makes all three. Holston shooting the three, can't get it to go. Loom with a big rebound. And how about that for defense? But another offensive rebound by Ulmer. Ulmer throws it back outside. He's got all the time in the world to try and knock down the three, but he can't get it to go. Good defense early on in that possession, though, from the home side. Here is Adam Smith. Margaritis helps it on its way. Difficult shot, though, from an almost improbable angle. Now Holston with time to line it up, no good. And a foul is called. PAOK will get possession back. Just a little nudge in the back from Richard Solomon to try and allow him to bring down that rebound. And that was not out of eye line of the officials, so immediately the whistle goes. So Margaritis heads to the line. Dijon already in the penalty, still with just about 6.5 minutes to go in this final quarter. There should be plenty of cheap visits to the foul line here. So PAOK lead by 2. Rashid Soleiman, Axel Julien, Alexandre Chassing. Just want to keep giving him plenty of good looks. Oh, great work on the glass there, and it's back out to Rashid Soleiman, who can just take time and knock down that three. And Dijon lead once again. Throws up the right-hand jump hook. Offensive rebound by Sarakopoulos. Throws it back out. Bobby Brown now for three. No good. Lamonte Ulmer brings down his 10th rebound of this game. 1 point shy of a double-double for Lamonte Ulmer. Done well. Just got a hand to it to force the turnover. And now Adam Smith. Smith throws it back out. Now the three-point shot is no good. Smith couldn't bring down the rebound. Sarakopoulos does. And eventually it is brought under from Dijon. They had plenty of chances there, did PAOK. So another 14 seconds on the clock. Just over 5 minutes to go. Body's flying everywhere, but it didn't put Shannon Shorter off. Just took his time and made the jump shot to give PAOK the lead again. That's another lead change in this game. Looking to try and swing it back in Dijon's favour, which he does. The three from Lamonte Ulmer, and that does bring up a double-double for him. 12 points, 10 rebounds for Ulmer. A great game as Dijon's number 15. Bobby Brown from quite a long way out. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. Raining threes. It's another lead change. PAOK by 1, 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Ulmer again. Now the three again. Well, neither team can miss right now. It's Axel Julien who makes this one. He's up to 9 points. Again, Dijon lead by 2. And this time it's just a 2. Bobby Brown. So difficult to call which way this game is going. 73 points each. Offensive foul. So PAOK get it back. Alexandre Chassing, the man called on the foul. Both teams have looked after the ball okay today. It's just found a gap, sprinted into the runway and threw up the layup. Great work from Bobby Brown. Brown up to 10 points personal now. Neither side at the moment able to get a stop as he makes the 2 and 1. And he will head to the line for the chance of a three-point play here. This is going to be a nail-biter. The foul has been called on Sarakopoulos, his first of the game. Officials just going to have a look at this. Whether they're seeing whether it was potentially an unsportsmanlike foul. Here's the decision. No. So just one free throw for Lamonte Olma. And he makes it. Puts Dijon in front again. Just over 3 minutes to go. It's Bobby Brown. Brown drives in, difficult shot in traffic. Oh, he's grabbed the offensive rebound though and puts it back. Antoine Wiggins. Great work from him. Looked as though the chance had gone. Now PAOK lead by 1. Turns down to 3. Foul is called. So his 4th foul for Antoine Wiggins. Don't want to lose him with the game that he's putting together right now. 15 points, 7 for 9. From the field, 5 rebounds as well. It's Holston. Now Jeremy Leloup. They're just going to keep trading buckets here. Have they finally got a stop? Yes, they have. And now PAOK with the opportunity here to capitalise on that. Brown. Back to Brown. Was he out of bounds? And eventually the whistle does come. Sarakopoulos called on his 2nd. So after getting the stop down the other end, immediately just give possession straight back to Dijon here. Aaron Best is back on the floor. Adam Smith has taken a seat. It's Holston. Boos ring out around the PAOK arena. Holston steps back, shoots the 2, just doesn't get the roll. And the rebound is brought under control by Aaron Best. Now Bobby Brown. Under 2 minutes to go. Shannon Shorter, difficult shot, comes up short, couldn't grab the offensive rebound either, Sarakopoulos. And now Dijon springing the fast break. Ulmer out to the corner for Suleiman, who knocks it down. Big time play from Rashid Suleiman. Gives Dijon a 2-point lead with 1.5 minutes to go. Timeout called by the home side.
Hey, we will play, you are in for we play 31 opposite. 31 opposite. Okay, this is Minakato, baseline, set the screen, try to see the short roll pass. Okay, if they switch, Vangelis go baseline, remember, try to play one against one, two flare screens. Okay, we can see also the mismatch inside. Vangelis, 31 opposite, the big opposite. Okay, let's go.
Well, it was a big time to find a three, wasn't it, from Rashid Suleiman? Just about 90 seconds to go, and it gives Dijon a 2-point lead. PAOK in possession. Feel as though they've just traded bucket after bucket in this final quarter so far. Is Adam Smith, who's back on the floor. Margaritis drives, throws it away though, straight to Jeremy Lelou. And now if Dijon can make here, then life really does start becoming tough for PAOK. Holston. Shot clock is down to 4. Holston just decides to shoot the three, and he makes it. And is that the nail in the coffin? It gives Dijon a 5-point lead. Holston is up to 6. Great defense now from Alexandra Chassang down the other end of the floor. Margaritis not happy with the call. Just remonstrating to one of the officials there. But what about this from David Holston? Good metre or so beyond the arc. Just trying his luck. And what a time to make a shot like that. Dijon back in possession as well, with a 5-point lead with 45 seconds to go. Holston again can just bring the tempo down now for Dijon, can just try and take the sting out of this game. Holston, good penetration from David Holston, and he backs up the three that he's just made with a layup now. And Dijon have really just turned on the afterburners here. And after being such a close final quarter for the majority of this, the last 60 seconds or so, Dijon have just edged away. And PAOK have called timeout as they trail by 7 now.
You are here. You are here. 5 men. 5 men. And Adam, you are here. Set the screen. At the same moment, set that screen. Come high. Flash. You are moving over there. You are moving over there. Shannon, flash for the ball. pass there.
Flare immediately.
And immediately flare. Okay, the special. The special. Okay, let's go.
Come on, man.
So, go, guys, let's go. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Well, they need a bit of a minor miracle now to PAOK. Seven points down. Just over 20 seconds to go. They need a make right here. It'll be a 3 if it goes. Adam Smith comes up short and it goes out of bounds, but last touch was off Dijon, so PAOK will keep it. Three from miles out, comes up short. And that should be that, as far as Dijon are concerned. Just ticking down the seconds. Rashid Suleiman knows, and there goes the handshake. And Dijon edge closer to a playoff spot in this season's Basketball Champions League. They haven't guaranteed it just yet. Final score here in Greece, PAOK 77, Dijon 84. As for PAOK, it's not doom and gloom just yet. They're by no means out of this competition. They know that they can still qualify for the playoffs, but more than likely they are probably going to have to win their next 3 games to stand any chance of qualifying. But Dijon, they knew that they had a job to do today, and at times it looked like it was going to be pretty edgy and come right the way down to the wire, but at the end, Dijon just found shot after shot, David Holston especially, and it has given them a 7-point win. They won by 5 against PAOK back in France on game day 4. 2-point shot was good, as was their 3-point shot, shooting just below 50% from beyond the arc. They barely got to the free throw line. They were out-rebounded, though, from PAOK, 44 rebounds to just 33, but the difference there, 23 assists and 9 steals as well for the visiting side. Adam Smith, unsurprisingly, led the way for PAOK, 17 points for him. Alexandra Chassing had a wonderful first half, and Ulmer had a great second half. Both of them finished on 15 points each, respectively. Next up in the Basketball Champions League for Dijon, they are back at home next Tuesday, the 21st of January. Casademont Zaragoza are the team that awaits. As for PAOK, well, they know that they just have to win every single game now. They had an opportunity to go level with Besiktas, who currently sit in 4th spot in the group. A win today would have done that. Unfortunately for them, they came so close. At one stage, it looked pretty good for them, especially when they fought back from being 15 points down in the 3rd quarter to draw level. But they have an away game next Tuesday as well. Happy Casa Brindisi, the team that are waiting them. Unfortunately for them, 2 out of their next 3 games are away from home as well, so they will have to go to work on the road. So that is all from us here in Greece. It's a good win for Dijon, who are edging closer to the playoffs. It's finished PAOK 77, Dijon 84.